allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Everybody can have a seat. Good morning. Thank you for being here today as we honor the brave soldiers from the borough of Lodi who valiantly served our country. I am Lieutenant Anthony Mobilio of the Lodi Police Department, and before we begin, I would like to thank Chief Donald Scorzetti and Deputy Chief Louis Franco Jr. for allowing the Community Policing Unit to see this project to fruition for its second year. I would also like to thank Mayor Scott Luna, along with the Borough Council members, for their support of our idea, along with Borough Manager Mark Shreves. And a very big and well-deserved thank you to Lodi Department of Public Works employee Corey Palladino and the DPW staff for bringing this memorial to life, along with Garrett Luna and the Lodi Recreation Department for today's ceremony. I'd also like to thank Mrs. Rose McGann from the Heroes Welcome of Northern New Jersey for donating the flags that we're all holding today. And a special thank you to the readers of the names today, and that's going to be from the Lodi Police Department, Sergeant Mark Delmonico and Sergeant Dominic Miller. I would also like to thank the Lodi Police Department Honor Guard members, Detective Nicholas Sobray and Officer Richard Policastro. In attendance today, we have Mayor Scott Luna, Vince Mortorano from the Lodi American Legion, Deputy Mayor Vincent Martin, Councilman Albert DeChara, and Councilman Joseph Leto. Last but not least, most of you made communications with Sherry Tosno. A big thank you to her. She's not here today, but a big thank you to her for helping complete this project and making it come to completion. So thank you to Sherry. With all that being said, the dictionary defines the word honor as to hold high respect, have great esteem, and adherence to do the right thing. And we are here today to honor the servicemen and women from our hometown. This memorial will forever stand in their honor for future generations to see. Before I turn the microphone over to Mayor Scott Luna, I would just like to express my sincere gratitude to all members of the military who have served and you continue to serve this great nation, as there is nowhere else on this God's great earth that I would rather live. And a special thank you to all the Lodi veterans honored here today at this military memorial induction ceremony. I would like to thank them for their service with one simple statement. You could have protected your own life, but you chose to protect ours. And for that, we thank you. And at this time, I would like to call to the microphone Mayor Scott Luna. Mayor.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for attending our second annual Military Memorial Induction Ceremony. Today, we pay tribute to Lodi's deceased military heroes and induct them into our new and forever standing Lodi Veterans Memorial on Memorial Drive. I'd like to introduce my Deputy Mayor, Vinnie Martin, my Councilman, Albert DeChara, Joe Leto, and Councilman Emil Caraffa could not be here today for family in Florida. We'd also like to, I know he's not here, he's in the parade in New York. Our commander has done tremendous things with the American Legion. Our commander, Frank Carrasco, and he's very instrumental with the Purple Heart Monument. Our second in command, Mr. Vince Mortorano, and it's an honor to have them here. I would like to mention and thank all of those involved for making this military memorial happen. Lodi Police Chief Donnie Scorzetti, Deputy Chief Louis Franco, Lieutenant Anthony Mobilio, Sherry Scirocco Tosco, DPW Director Brian Palladino, Recreation Coordinator Garrett Luna, and their crew for making this happen. Also, as Anthony mentioned, Lieutenant mentioned, I'd like to recognize Corey Palladino for creating the photo memorial and the plaque for our Purple Heart Monument. Lodi is the first town in Bergen County to have a Purple Heart Monument. We unveiled the stone on Memorial Day, and today we have added names to a plaque of all of our Lodi Purple Heart veterans. So please make sure you visit the monument in front of Borough Hall when visiting our Walkway of Peace. So today is Veterans Day, originally known as Armistice Day. It's a day to stop and reflect on how lucky we all are to live in freedom and to have the liberties that we all do. All made possible by the men and the women who have served past and present in the armed forces. It's a day that we honor and thank all who have served the country in war and in peace, dead or alive. I would like to take a moment to thank a few veterans from my own family, my cousins Ernie Iadesi, Al Sarinelli, and my deceased family families, my Uncle John Stellingworth, Lodi veterans Tony DeSoma, Purple Heart recipients Tony and Peter C. Rivullo, and being inducted today, my Uncle Joe Caparoso. I'm honored to stand here today, not just as your mayor, but simply as a thankful and a grateful American. I've never worn a uniform, never been to war, never been wounded or scarred in battle. I never left my family for months or years to fly to a foreign country to fight to defend our country. So I have no idea what war's like, no idea what any of you experienced, your bravery, your fears, your suffering, your survival, know nothing of what you know. Those like me who have never served will never really understand the sacrifices you both made in times of peace and in war, nor what you were required to do, or how you were able to do it. Words are not enough to express the gratitude I hold in my heart for our veterans. As I said many times before, to our veterans out there, I offer 2 words, just 8 letters. Thank you. Thank you for your service and your sacrifice. It's your service and sacrifice that has kept our country safe and free. I also thank the family members of our soldiers and veterans. I know you have lived through difficult times and often taken on a heavy load during times of war and peace. Some people live an entire lifetime and wonder if they ever made a difference in the world. A veteran doesn't have that problem. So I would like to recognize all the veterans here today, including our 5 in our police force. Please stand, wave, and clap. As President John Kennedy said, as we express gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to just utter words, but to live by them. It isn't enough to just say it. We need to mean it. Be appreciative, be grateful, and be thankful. Ceremonies like this are important, but our gratitude has to be more than once a year. I ask each of you here today to do something to help our veterans, not just today, but every day. Recognize them. Ask them about their service to our country and say thank you. Urge our elected representatives to make sure they're properly cared for and not homeless. Make a donation of your time or money to help a vet in need, or simply fly the flag. Our nation owes a debt to our veterans, and it's a debt that we can never, ever fully pay back. So remember, on Veterans Day, like today, and every day, thank the veterans. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Luna. From the Lodi American Legion, Mr. Vincent Mortarano.
On behalf of Commander Frank Carrasco, I thank you all for inviting us to today's ceremony. Most Americans profess a love for veterans, especially on days like today, Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And while their feelings are usually sincere, it is important to remember that our veterans are defending us 365 days of the year. Their heroism that has been demonstrated repeatedly by veterans from the American Revolution to the global war on terrorism is sometimes unnoticed by those of us who enjoy the security that their sacrifices have provided. Our debt to these heroes can never be repaid, but our gratitude and respect must last forever. Those who defend us from our enemies must be supported, whether their service was in Baghdad, Beirut, or in foreign shores. We need to serve our veterans as well as they served us, even when the guns have temporarily stopped. Fewer than 10% of Americans can claim to be veterans, and less than 1% of our current population is serving our country on the global war of terrorism. Veterans have given us freedom, security, and the greatest nation on earth. It is impossible to put a price on that. We must remember them. We must appreciate them. God bless you for all being here. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mortarano. One other person that I would like to mention, he was supposed to be here today. If you were here last year, you know that he was the key recipient to the town. His name is Mr. Marion Kurz. He celebrated his 100th birthday last year. He would have been here today. Today is his 101st birthday. He was not able to be here, so I'm asking you for his prayers and your thoughts and prayers as he is in the hospital as of, I believe, Tuesday. He had to go to the hospital. But today is his 101st birthday, so our thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. Hopefully everything is fine with him. We are now going to start to read all our veterans' names, and with that, I'd like to introduce to you Sergeant Dominic Miller.
Good morning. It is my honor to read the following names. Hopefully you can hear me. George Accomando. Fred Babanova. Frank Bella. Flory Pete Baggio. Anthony Buell. William Cangelos. Carmelo Willie Cangelosi. Joseph Cangelosi. Stephen Canizaro. Joseph Caparoso. Joseph Capozzi. Emil Carafa. Julie Casa. Martin Spuds Cataliota. Frederick Sensi. Anthony Chinny. Pete Cristiano. Nicholas Shirato. Frank Corso Jr. Dr. Salvatore DeLeo. Albert DeFalco. John DeFalco Sr. Salvatore James DeGregory. Anthony Della Penta. John DeNoble. Anthony DeSoma. Philip DeCrosta. Joseph Dedino. John DiMaria. Frank Dino. Pasquale DiPaolo Sr. Joseph Despoto. William Dowson Sr. William Dowson Jr. Charles Elmo. Michael Etz. Paul Fabian. Robert Fasella. Joseph Ferreira. Nicholas Ferreira. Joseph Fergali. Richard Fergali. Michael Fusco. George Gagaria. And my grandfather, Dominic T. Vetter. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant Miller. And now, Sergeant Mark Delmonico. Sergeant.
Good morning, everyone. It's my honor to read these names of our veterans. Edward Joseph Garbarino. Thomas Gatto. Joseph Gesualdo. Ronald Giles. Daniel Grasso. Tony Grasso. Antonio Grau. Anthony Greco. Bertram Howard. Henry Hook Jr. Vito Lascari. Sam Lazaro. Gerald Licata. Leonard Lacasio. William LaRussa. Santo Luna. Armando Maglianico. Peter Manzo. Stephen Marchesi. Vincent Marchesi. Thomas Martinelli. Nicholas Melfi. Louis Miller. Rosario Minami. Ralph Mitchell. Anthony Mobilio Sr. Michael Molisa. James Murray. William Nordic. Michael Panishuk. Nunzio Caparosi. Angelo Patiri. Cito Patiri. Cito Patiri Sr. John Patiri. Joseph Charles Patiri. Joseph Rudolph Patiri. Philip Patiri. Tony Patiri. Vincent Pecorano. Marion Pepe. Leonard Pisano. Carmine Polito. Joseph Polito. Anthony Quattrone. Anthony Ratty. Alan Riley Sr. Carl Riley. Hugh Riley. Ricky Riley. Robert Riley Sr. Julius Salvation. Dominic Sedita. Frank Sedita. James Sedita. Joseph Sedita. Stephen Sipos Sr. Ignatius Taramina. Frank Vecchione. Vincent Vinci. Andrew Voto. Peter Voto. George Warshaw. And William Whitty.
Thank you, Sergeant Miller and Sergeant Delmonico. Before we conclude, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our own Lodi Police Department officers. One of them just left, and I didn't get a chance to thank her, but here still in attendance is Sergeant James Thompson, Detective LeGrand Castro, and the female officer that just left, Anna Martinez, all served our country, and again, thank you very much. This is going to conclude our program for today. Thank you all for coming here. If anyone has any questions about the monument when we get out there, please feel free to get a hold of me. I'll be down there with you all. So if there's any problems with spelling, I know everybody tries to put their names as best they can, but you know, when you're trying to read somebody's handwriting, it's never exactly what we hope it is. So if there's any problems, please see me. With that, once we're concluded, we're going to walk around. Main Street's going to be closed. The southbound side of Main Street, or Memorial Drive, will be closed. So we have the whole street to walk on. Once we go out through the driveway, we make a right, and you'll see the memorials down there. So again, thank you all for coming. Stay safe. Stay Lodi strong. God bless you all. God bless our veterans. Happy Veterans Day. God bless. You know, dismiss the ball. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.